Hey guys, welcome to the UF Disciple channel. Today we're going to do something a little bit different than my normal tech reviews. We're going to go ahead and check out my 2015 Big Boy GPR250RS sport bike. So let's get started. So let's start off with the technical specifications of the bike. It has a single-cylinder, air-cooled, 4-stroke engine with a displacement of 250 cc's. That engine is capable of 18.3 newton meters of torque at 7,000 RPM, as well as 12.5 kilowatts of power at 8,000 RPM. It has a 5-speed transmission, is chain-driven, and has both an electric start and a kickstart. The bike has both front and rear disc brakes and has a dry weight of 145 kilograms. The bike is 2,015 millimeters long, 710 millimeters wide, and 1,045 millimeters high, with a seat height of about 790 millimeters, which is perfectly okay for me since I'm 6'2" or 1.85 meters, somewhere around there, and it's a nice riding height for me. So I'm fine with the 790 millimeter seat height. The bike has a 14-liter tank, supposedly capable of getting 440 kilometers per tank for roughly about 31 kilometers per liter. And the bike has a max speed of roughly 110 kilometers per hour. Moving on to the looks of the bike, the GPR250RS was clearly styled after the Honda CBR250 in many ways. That would include the single front headlight, the style of the seats as well as the gas tank, the passenger handles on the back of the passenger seat, and even the instrument cluster. The GPR250RS comes in a black and white model, as seen here, but it can also be purchased in a nice orange and white model as well. The styling of the bike is very nice, and I think that the bright white LEDs on the indicators are a very nice touch, both aesthetically as well as for visibility on the road. Moving on from looks, let's get some idea of what the bike sounds like. Here's a look at what the exhaust sounds like. Sorry, no, here's the real sound of what the exhaust is. And with that, let's take another look at how the horn sounds, or as they call it in South Africa, the hooter. Now that we've actually talked about the specs and the looks of the bike, what is my general consensus? Well, in summary, it's you get what you pay for. So the bike starts at 21,499 South African Rand, or roughly 1,700 US dollars. It's hard to find a nicer looking, brand new, cheap bike. However, nearly the only pros of this bike are the price and the looks. The seat is rather uncomfortable, and the upholstery work to keep the leather-esque material on it is shoddy. The instrument cluster displays a red line of nearly 12,000 RPM, but the engine actually quits at around the 9,000 to 9,500 mark. The brakes are soft, and it's hard to feel like you're actually stopping at some points. The gear shifter is okay, but nearly impossible to get the thing into neutral. The kickstart might as well not even be there because, as you can see, even after trying for dozens of times, I can't get the thing to start. The overall ride of the bike is okay, but it shakes a lot while you drive it, and pulling out in front of traffic with a passenger on the back is not going to happen. And I haven't even mentioned the mirrors. These atrocious things are terrible. They shake when you're riding, they provide a distorted image, but also have a strange and really compromising blurring around the edges, making them nearly unusable. Also, you can't adjust them without the bolt that holds them to the fairing coming loose. The bike overall feels like what it looks like. A cheap CBR250 knockoff. And given the big boy reputation that I've come across, this bike isn't going to last me very long. And that is where I believe the true comparison lies. As I mentioned earlier, one of the pros of the bike is the price. At just around 22,000 Rand out of the dealer, I could buy two of these bikes, brand new, for the same price that I would pay for a brand new CBR. Sure, the ride may not be the best, but I'm not uncomfortable after riding around the city. And just as a side note, don't buy this bike if you're planning on going on cross-country drives. This bike is not made for it. You won't feel good about doing it, and you're going to be nervous about whether or not the bike is going to break down the entire time. The GPR250RS suits its purpose for me, which is primarily traveling around Pretoria, driving to and from work. It looks nice, it gets decent fuel economy, and I can buy another one with the money that I saved from not buying the CBR. So would I recommend the GPR250RS? Well, if you're in the market for a cheap bike that'll get you around town, that'll get good gas mileage, and looks better than a glorified bicycle, then absolutely, yes, the GPR250RS is the way to go. However, if you're looking for a quality ride, longevity in the bike, and not having to worry about whether or not the bolts are going to fall off because the bike is shaking so hard while you drive it, then I would spend the money elsewhere. You know, get a better quality bike, because you're actually going to get what you pay for in that instance. So, you know, if you can save up the money and you want a higher quality bike, then save up for a CBR 250 or even a CBR 350 or maybe even the Yamaha R3. So that's it for the review of my 2015 Big Boy GPR 250RS. Give this video a like if you thought it was good, give it a dislike if you thought it was lousy, but please leave a comment down in the comment section letting me know as to why you disliked the video. Also, stay subscribed down below for more tech videos, because that's what I primarily do on this channel, do tech reviews, how-tos, unboxings, and the like, so stay subscribed for that. Also, please, if you're anywhere located outside of South Africa, like in the US or UK, please use my Amazon affiliate code down in the video description whenever you're purchasing things on Amazon, because that'll help my channel out a lot. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys again next time. Cheers.